Hi, you guys. Welcome to Tea Time. Today we are reading stories about
the fastest you have ever quit a job and why. We hear about loogies.
And we hear about a lot of disgruntled 19-year-olds.
A lot of those. Old Navy.
Donuts.
And
more. So enjoy.
You were the brave one. You were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And we all ought to die someday. Well, you.
All right, you guys. Welcome to Tea Time. This episode is all about times you've quit your job.
Fastest you've quit a job and why, isn't it, Lee?
It sure is.
It sure is.
So, working in an enclosed space can sometimes make you want to quit. Right, guys?
Can you see it? Because I'm sitting like this, is my period coming through my pants?
No.
Okay, because these are expensive pants. And
I know you just wanted me to look at your pussy. Stop flirting with me.
I'm not flirting with you.
Okay. You wish.
I don't wish. I'm not flirting with you.
Yeah, you just flirted with me.
You're the flirting
I'm not
one.
interested. Thanks.
I'm not interested.
I'm not interested.
I'm not interested.
I'm not interested in you.
I'm not interested in you, and I'm not interested in you.
Gabby, I'm not interested in you.
Okay.
Stop trying to kiss me. Ah!
I'm not.
Ah! Fastest I'm about to quit a job. Stop trying to kiss me.
Fast as I'm about to quit a job right now. And you want to know what? I bet the fan base would like that too. They go, finally, the old dud is gone.
Can I say something? We don't have a fan base. If you're a first-time listener, hi, welcome to
You
hell.
can stay, but if you're the old ones, go away.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It is cool to have a podcast full of people that hate you. And it honestly, it's very reminiscent of the relationships that we have with our moms. And I do love that. Hey, fastest she ever quit her job? Hey, the second she had to. How about that? Okay, and Lee, you almost quit the podcast, or you did quit the podcast and you came back. Lore for the audience. Love that. Ooh.
I do think that part of having a fan base as a podcaster is that like the fan base does, I think a lot of them do hate the people who make them.
But
eventually
honestly,
they get to a point where they keep listening because they hate them so much.
But I want y'all to know that if you listen to this and you go, God damn, I fucking hate Harper-Rose, just know I'm thinking it too. So it's okay.
This is a podcast full of people who do.
Harper-Rose is so fucking loud and snake-mouthed. What the fuck? I go, yeah. Welcome to my journal entries every night. I go, what is up with me? So it's okay. It's okay.
This podcast full of people who feel that way about themselves too. You guys just validate how we feel about ourselves.
And that's on.
Well, we also like have such impatience for the people we care about most, right? So it's like
that is true.
It becomes that. It's like we have this relationship with these podcasters that you listen to hours and hours and hours all the time, and then you're like, fuck, dude, I can't stand this fucking person, but I love them so much.
Yeah, it's true.
It's giving family.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's giving. I have really bad period cramps.
Emotionally intelligent maxing right there. Now, here's the thing. You have cramps. I love that.
What's the fastest you ever quit a job?
I've had a few. The one that comes to mind is that I got a job working as a sample person at Costco. And I didn't know that. I did one shift and I said, never again.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's with my old roommate, James Egan. And he used to work there. And he was like, I can get you a job. And I was like, okay. How old was I?
Like 22?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was younger or older, but I was around in my early 20s, I think. Yeah, Costco. At one shift. And I said, never again.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're just on your feet, just like barking at indifferent people. It's like barking for comedy.
Yeah, I know it is, but about a product you don't even care about.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to try this tomato soup? Tomato soup.
And it was Indian. It was Indian food. And it was like the heat up Indian, you put in the freezer, heat up.
Yeah. A frozen meal of sorts.
Yeah, and James, my old roommate, he would always bring them home. So our house always smelled like heated up Indian food.
Yum, yum.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do love Indian food. But
when you said, okay, I like Indian food. I like making money.
But it does get to a point where you go, I don't need to be heating up this this chicken tikka masala every night.
I've had a slew of one shift stands, if you will.
Yeah.
Where I just do one thing and I go, you know what? Being impoverished is actually better.
It is.
Than having a paycheck and stability in my life.
My mom always tried to get me to write a bit about it. She'd be like, it'd be funny. It'd be funny if you would talked about working as a sample place at Costco. and how people keep coming back for the samples. And you go, hey, I just saw you get one. You should talk about that. I said, I'll write that down.
Okay. Open up the notes. Get to type. I love when parents think that they can write bits for you. And you
My
go,
mom yeah. Oh, yeah.
My mom would be like, how about you write a bit about how your mom sacrificed everything and about how you were cut out of her and she supported you unlike anyone else and you still rag on her online. How about you write a bit about that? And I go, I do. So don't worry about that.
You go, okay.
Check the set, sweetie. It's all about you. Hey.
Man, that's so true.
God. Places I've quit. I worked at Delia's for one shift and I hated having to go up to people while they're looking at clothes.
Okay, it was
a clothing store. Clock it and went under RIP. But yeah, it had like graphic t-shirts and other little odd shit. And I was in high school and I was really adverse to wanting to talk to people I didn't know. And even more adverse to wanting to talk to people that I do know. And then I'm in there like folding little shirts. And then the manager came up to me and she's like, you need to go, every time a new person comes in the store, you need to go up to them. And I was like,
no.
And I straight up just said, and like, I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. This is not going to be for me. I was like, this is not good.
You said, I'd rather stand in the back.
No.
And not.
And then I tried and then she pulled me aside again. She's like, you cannot go up to people like that. So I'd be like, hey, you good? All right. And then I just walk away and she's like, no, where's that energy? And I was like,
no, because it's
not
thing.
here, babe.
Whenever I go shopping and people are too on it, you're like, go away. I want to be left alone.
It gives me fucking hives. And then I start thinking that I look like I'm doing something wrong or weird. I'm like, why are they on me like bees on a flower? I'm like, what's going on?
It's so annoying. It's when they're too much. I'm like, can you just be there when you need to be like, hey, do you guys have us in another size?
You want to know what I say?
What?
I go, stop flirting with me. That's what I say.
When do you say that?
You good?
When do you say that?
When they come up to me.
You don't say that.
Yeah, I do.
You literally don't say that.
I say it every day. Because everyone's always coming up to me and I go, stop flirting with me.
You don't do that.
Yeah, I do.
You don't.
Wait. That comeback was crazy. You gagged me.
Thought so.
Clocked my T. Human clock mode.
I am in human clock mode.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You can look but don't touch.
You can look but don't touch.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
What the hell, honk? Hey, what the hell?
Someone's really flirty today.
I'm not flirting.
Gabby, not that one. That one's big.
It
not
has
that one.
blights in it.
Please shove this up your damn ass.
All right.
So I don't know who's quitting today, but I feel like it's me. But here's something.
Cut.
Oh my God. Okay. Put the plant down. Let's get into the stories.
Okay, wait, hold on. We have one that like isn't about the prompt, but let me just read it real quick.
Oh.
Embarrassing shits. Hey, honks. Gabby was very brave and bold to share her poop story, and I don't think I've ever told this one, so here's mine. I worked at a casino as a poker dealer. My shift started at 3 a.m. Ew. And we had to be there at least 15 minutes early to clock in and go to a daily mandatory pre-shift meeting. So it was 2:40. The dealers coming on shift with me and I were all sitting in the cafeteria chatting, and I felt my tummy start to bubble and gargle. I thought I just needed to fart, so I tried to discreetly and quietly do so. Unfortunately, came out as a shart.
Oh,
Come here,
honey.
sister. It was 2:45 then, and everyone was getting up to go to the meeting and clock in, and I said, tell them I'm here. I'll be there in a minute. Then ducked into the bathroom. I'm lucky that my uniform was blue-black, but my underwear was not salvageable.
Your underwear is brown.
So then I threw them away in the tampon disposal bin, cleaned up and went to deal commando for 8 fucking hours. Now I keep a spare underwear and an outfit and shoes in my car just in case.
Yes.
Not you having the backup outfits.
You know what would be good is if you had a poop kit, Gabby. I literally got it for you. You thought it was a gag gift. That was real. You're not very nice on your period, and I'll say that. This week, we're brought to you by ZocDoc.
Folks, stop saying, I'll see a doctor later until you almost go blind. You need to check out ZocDoc.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment.
Filter for doctors who take your insurance, treat particular conditions, and are located nearby for the easiest experience you'll ever have. You can even filter by rating to make sure you're booking with the best.
You guys, ZocDoc is changing lives. It changed all of our lives, and now it's changing the honks' lives, because when I was just in Austin for Gabby's taping, a honk literally came up to me and said, oh my God, I actually downloaded ZocDoc because of you guys. And we love to hear that. Let's all get healthy and healed out here, okay? Because we're trying to break the stigma of being mentally ill, all right? And ZocDoc helps you with that.
And it sure damn does. When you book through ZocDoc, you can get seen within just 24 to 72 hours. Talk about a quick turnaround.
So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/honk to finally and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/honk. ZocDoc.com/honk. Fastest you've ever quit a job.
Dude, my cramps are so bad. Holy fuck.
Okay, girl, I can't with you and your fake cramps. Okay, short one. Hi, honks and whittle wee. I was desperate for a job at 19 and used one of those agencies that fill factory positions. I got hired as a janitor at a car manufacturer. Wow.
A janitor at a car manufacturer?
I feel like I just said that word, manufacturer.
No, that's right.
Within the first hour, the lady that was training me brought me into the men's washroom and told me to make sure there was no paper towel or anything in the sinks. There wasn't, but there was a massive green and brown palm-sized loogie, Gabby. I was splashing water on it, trying to rinse it away.
Wait, it's so gross because boogers and like snot never.
No, they stick.
Why?
It's like glue.
It's so gross.
It's nature's glue, sweetie. And the lady walked up next to me, rolled her eyes, wiped it with her bare hands.
No!
And told me to stop wasting time. That's a numb woman.
No!
I want you to know that if she can do that, I don't even want to fucking fathom what this woman has had to face in her life.
I can't even do that with my own fucking boogers. Not her coming up to you.
No, we know you don't wipe those away, but that is crazy.
Rolling her eyes and being like, whatever, and doing it.
I told her I had an emergency phone call to take and ran. The agency dropped me and I ended up sleeping with my landlord for rent. Girl, I'll take a yeast infection over loogie wiping any day. Honestly.
Need to know more about the landlord. Was he hot? What was he?
Because I'm picturing our old landlord. Well, my current landlord.
I'm picturing Gus.
Yeah, fussy Gussie with the staple to his head, blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then bless him. Okay, you're going to read Nasty Ass Donut.
Okay, Nasty Ass Donut.
Okay.
Over the weekend when I was on the phone, I spent a 3-hour phone call with Covered California, and they were going over my tax information. And the guy who I'm talking to goes, "So you're a custodian?" And I said, "What? You mean comedian?" And he was like, "Oh, no, it says here custodian."
Oh, basically. Tomato, potato. Okay, custodian.
So consider me a damn custodian. Nasty ass donut. Hi, honk, bonk, and lonk. Got a job at a local donut shop when I was 19. This place had 2 locations.
Another 19. Okay.
Yeah, those are like the real shitty jobs.
Yeah. I quit at Pinkberry after 3 weeks.
Pinkberry?
At 19. Yeah.
So boring.
It was so boring. And they kept a lady locked in the closet, in a windowless like supply closet, cutting limes for hours on end. And I was like,
oh no.
I don't like this.
When I worked at a juice bar, they had.
And she sat on a bucket just cutting limes. And I was like, and she was like 50. And I'm like, oh my God,
Was she Mexican?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. They did that. I had that at my old juice bar job. And she was a trans woman, Mexican. And they kept her locked in the back doing that, just cutting fruit all day long.
Oh my God, it's insane. Like windowless room, mind you. It's like teeny, like I don't even know.
It's like what Lee works in.
Yeah, but even like a micro. It was like for like brooms.
But I feel bad for them and not for Lee.
Oh, so that's
I really have a real fart right now. You hear that?
No, it was weak.
It's gonna be a stinker.
Stop
I'll tell you that.
Flirting with me.
Be a real stinker.
You're trying to flirt.
Yeah, it's a stinky one.
No thanks. No thanks. Not interested.
P.U.
Not interested.
P.U. Got a job at a local donut shop when I was 19.
Not giving you my number.
I already have it.
Just changed it. Real fast. Makes you lose your mind.
This place had 2 locations. The first one was big in the kitchen where all the donuts were made. Yummy. I love donuts. And the second one was a tiny little shop that they delivered a bunch of donuts to in the morning for me to sell. I started out at the tiny one. They trained me for a day and then left me to run the place by myself. It was insanely easy and boring as fuck. But at least I got to do homework while I was there. There were a few creepy fat men that would try to intimidate me into giving them free donuts. Imagine being that big of a loser. Donuts are like 50 cents. Give me a donut. You fucking loser. You don't have 50. Go outside. There's probably 50 cents sitting on the fucking
I can't stand
sidewalk.
when people bully employees like this. Like, get a fucking life.
Literally, and a child at that.
Yeah.
You're not even legal to drink.
Men that beat up on women and children, they're the biggest fucking pussies because I'm like, are you serious? That like go. You want to know what? Go find a 300-pound man, and then we can talk.
Wait, what?
Like, don't. What do you mean? What? I'm saying, don't beat up on like women and children.
Oh, you're saying for the man to go find a 300-pound man?
Yeah, I'm saying go find a big strong man to go take your little anger out, and let's see how fucking tough you are.
It's literally giving John Wayne Gacy, who I cannot stop thinking about because I just binged that horrible show of his.
Okay, man crush.
It's giving Devil in Disguise. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
It was good. Did you like it?
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It was harrowing.
Okay, breaking up.
What a fucking freak.
I know.
Dude, he hated himself so bad because he was gay.
So, and then, yes.
I'm not a fucking fairy.
And then right after I watched that, I watched like the tapes of like the actual documentary.
Yeah.
And it's like 1-to-1. Like they just basically wrote the show based on that documentary.
So crazy.
Yeah.
What a freak.
And so many of the lines in the show were pulled from his actual speaking on that doc.
It makes me, you know what makes me so crazy is how, in ways, like how humanely they treated him, you know? It's like, why are you guys giving him so much? Like, you're being kind of like treating him like a regular guy. I don't know if that's like what you're supposed to do. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it's just like...
Well,
after they commit so many monstrosities.
Yes, he's a monster, and they're still kind of like...
And then you look at how they treat immigrants in
literally
fucking Alligator Alcatraz.
Literally.
And then, don't worry, there's just a story about how a woman who is a U.S. citizen, so don't worry about that, was pulled out of a moving car with her husband who is also a U.S. citizen, and then he's been trying to find her for 3 weeks, and they can't find her. And you go, okay. But then John Wayne Gacy's getting the 5-star treatment in prison.
Yeah, with 33 bodies under his fucking...
So... And
then he's like, I didn't do it. And then he's like, I didn't do it. And then he's like, no, they came on to me. I'm the victim here.
Yeah.
But I guess psychologists have to play into it to like get him to admit things.
Well, yeah, they were trying to find, like, they need to know how many bodies there are, where they are. Like, they're trying to like kind of soft hand him into admitting to as much as possible.
But I feel like a lot of these fucking...
And they literally just killed him. They got the death penalty.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Wasn't that the issue that his lawyer was like trying to fight for him not to get the death penalty?
Yes. It's like he's being cooperative, so he shouldn't get the death penalty.
I don't agree with the death penalty. I think that these people should have to live with what they've done.
I think the death penalty is such an easy way out.
Yeah.
I just think I don't know. I think that's supporting these people for the rest of their lives.
That's where it gets a little...
Yeah.
Yeah, like off of like tax dollars to keep these people alive. And that's what fucks me up the most about it.
And it's not even them. It's the corporations that profit off of them living forever. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, Lee.
Just pragmatically.
I say keep him alive. And that's what I say.
Hey, you're the one who's flirting.
Keep him alive. You're the one that's flirting. There's our girl.
Okay,
love our girl.
Flirt. Okay, so
then she's giving flirt.
The fat men are trying to intimidate me into giving them free donuts.
Okay.
But that was basically the most exciting thing that happened. I was eating donut holes all day out of sheer boredom. Fuck. I already was strongly considering quitting after a few days of doing jack shit alone. But the decision was made easy when they decided to train me at the production shop. I was being trained by some girl a few years older than me. She had like a superiority complex. Okay, calm down, sister. and was trying to teach me shit I already knew how to do, like make espresso drinks. I had plenty of actual barista experience at this time and knew what I was doing. But whatever, I know my place and can know my place and get trained. The problem was that according to her, it was our job to clean up after the bakers at this location. So I was shunted to the back while she ran around up front like a hyena.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay.
How now? Somebody running around like a hyena.
You.
That was good.
Oh, wow.
Because hyenas laugh.
Yeah, they do.
Who knew you had that impression in you?
Yeah. Okay.
Not often you get to do an impression of a hyena.
Let's run it back one more time. We don't even need the voice changer, Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want the cinnamon donut or do you want the maple glaze?
It's almost going witch, though.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah.
What is running around like a hyena?
I don't know. I think.
What do they do in The
think you
Lion
just
King?
nailed it, though.
Yeah, yeah. I guess running around with like a manic smile.
No king, la 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 la. Remember, that was in The Lion King when they're singing Be Prepared.
Okay.
The 3 hyenas.
I'm not going to kiss you.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know that scene?
Okay.
How's the song go? Be prepared.
I don't know, Miss Disney girl. I don't have this information at the drop of me hat.
I'm sure.
I also have been watching Wicked clips for the past 72 hours because I've been sick. So that's the only thing that's in my head. Loathing.
Unadulterated loathing for your face, your voice, your clothing. I loathe it all. Ever small makes my very flesh begin to crawl with simple utter loathing. It's such total detestation.
Oh, fuck.
For
Me right now.
Lee right now. You guys.
be prepared.
The only thing good in my life right now is that Wicked for Good is coming out next week. And I already have tickets to see it.
Is that the second half?
Yeah.
That's already out?
It's coming out in literally so soon. I'm seeing it early, and then I'm seeing it on the day it comes out.
You're seeing it twice in one day?
17. I'm seeing it on Monday the 17th for my friend's birthday. Got early tickets. And then I'm seeing a double feature, Wicked 1 and 2.
They're doing a double feature?
Yeah.
That's a whole damn day.
Probably going to lose my mind.
That's giving Fiddler on the fucking Roof.
Okay.
Tradition.
I'm not that girl.
Tradition. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, let's get
Tradition.
Hey, Lee, but you didn't know that we know a lot of musicals
You ever
around
see
here.
Fiddler on the Roof?
No.
It's like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Cool.
My mom had the box set growing up.
Lee, you ever see West Side Story?
No. I've seen some of that one.
West Side Story never really got me.
Yeah. You ever see Chicago?
I don't like musicals.
Cicero.
I like Chicago.
Gonna rouge my knees.
Okay, wait, hold on. We're going back. Hold on. So I was shunted to the back while she ran around up front like a hyena. What I saw back there repulsed me. All of the equipment was filthy as fuck, and one of the jobs she told me to do was scrape up all of the glaze droppings out of the conveyor.
That reminds me of bat droppings.
Ew.
Okay.
You know, it's so sticky and disgusting. And
like that's not.
Ew. Listen to this.
I wonder who's eating listening to this. It's gonna suck.
Droppings out of the conveyor belt thing and plop them back into nasty ass buckets for them to reuse.
Oh yeah, to reheat and then dip in for the donuts. I'm never eating a donut.
That sucks because donuts are my favorite.
I know, I love donuts. But when I hear that makes me want to commit suicide.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
To reuse for eternity. This shit was vile. Congealed, cum-looking, crummy-ass glaze that has been being reused for God knows how long. Honestly, I might be a naive little bitch about this, and it's probably the way they do it at every donut shop, but I was appalled. Ew. Also, just the fact that I was supposed to clean the entire kitchen while working my shift, this location also only had one person scheduled a day, made me lose my mind. The nail in the coffin was that this bitch didn't tip me out at all by the end of the day after me doing all the dirty work. Well, you probably made $7. It's a damn donut shop. It's like...
Honestly, girl, steal from the register.
People at donut shops don't tip. It's like a homeless woman comes in and puts her tampon in the tip jar, and steals a donut, and then runs out.
Okay.
Gabby knows the inner workings of donut shops.
I know.
I love donuts.
Well, honestly, at Sunset in Alvarado, there's this donut shop right next to this place called Burrito King. And I used to always go in there and get donuts. And then one time I was in there, and then there was a homeless woman, and she was pooping in the corner. And I was like, oh, and to the person working, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, but she's going to the bathroom. And then he goes, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do. And I go,
he said, oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually use that to put into the glaze.
And he goes, looks like we know what's being made with our cake donuts today. Here we go.
A little extra.
Plop, plop, plop.
And as we learned from the guy at the CDC, it's okay to eat a little bit of poopy.
And that's what you can find over on Patreon, okay? We are calling the CDC and asking what is the legal amount we are allowed to eat of poop. That was a really good sentence, and I have no regrets on the way I phrased it. Yeah.
I'd love to finish this story.
A man wanting to finish. Color me shocked.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
The nail in the coffin was, okay, yeah, she didn't tip. After doing all the dirty work while also pumping out lattes like a machine.
Okay.
Called the owner and quit the day after. All in all, I think I lasted 1 week. Thanks for reading. And if you're interested, maybe you could take a second to teach Harper how to pronounce the words. I'm gonna... you got me with this too. Is it vehemently? Vehemently.
Vehemently.
And pedestal.
Pedestal? I think I say pedestal.
Yeah.
Put him up on a pedestal.
Pedestal. I think this person's kind of a that's the energy of this episode.
What you really should have said was teaching her how to pronounce Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that is true.
Baton Rouge.
I am tired of hearing vehemently and pedestal. Yeah, maybe have Google read them to you.
Are you good? Ew.
I am tired of hearing vehemently. Are you tired of hearing that?
Am I saying it every fucking episode?
Yeah, right.
And these fucking retards never clocked me on it.
Yeah. I don't know how to say it either.
I know.
Also, how often are we fucking reading that damn word? I am tired of hearing.
I'm tired. And can I say something?
I'm tired.
Honestly, a teacher of mine said it like that, so I liked the word, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I just have said it like that. Okay, sorry, I wasn't saying it to piss you off.
And not her taking this as a personal attack. I'm tired of hearing vehemently and pedestal.
Ew, I bet your parents are divorced and it's your fault.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Ew, I can tell you have dry, bad pussy and your skin's whack. So
okay, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, hunk.
So don't fucking come for me for how I say my little words.
Okay.
And don't be a pussy. And I'm not kissing you. I don't care how hard you try this episode. I ain't doing it. All right, give me a story to read.
I don't know what to say.
I know. There's that dazzling wit. But what story am I reading?
Yeah, you're going to read alcoholism and weird mouth noises.
I'm over it already. Ew.
I'm tired
of hearing those words. Hey, honks. I have a few stories. So sorry for the longie. First one was at a bar that I quit after 4 hours, and I honestly don't know how I made it that long. I left because the manager kept making weird mouth noises every 10 seconds, like she was trying to make her mouth more wet or trying to taste something that wasn't there.
Me.
Ew.
Literally me chewing my lips.
It kind of sounded like a dog licking its own ass or something. It was weird the first time she did it, gross the second time, and absolutely infuriating after 15 minutes. I couldn't fucking take it, so I just left. I also left rehab once after 3 days because another patient was making the same gross mouth noises. Maybe I should look within and figure out why that bothers me so much. But holy hell, that noise makes me want to rip my own pubes out or something.
I'm just interested in hearing, like, what is this mouth noise? Like, she's... What?
Weird mouth noises every 10 seconds, like more wet.
Ew, it's so gross. You know what is really gross? It's like the kissing. When you hear people fucking kiss, it's so gross. Is it like that?
Hey, Gabby.
Why are you, like, hitting on me weirdly today?
You fucking wish.
Jealously?
You fucking wish.
Yeah, you know it.
You guys are both nasty as fuck, and I quit. Another time I quit a job in the middle of my shift.
Later, hunk.
Dude.
Jesus.
Okay. Good one. You're going to watch that back and go, I really got her, didn't I? All right. Another time I quit my job in the middle of my shift after...
Yeah.
Dazzling. Another time I quit a job in the middle of my shift after 5 days. Hope I'm reading all these words right, by the way. Because some guy offered me $150 to hang out with him right then. So I did. He ended up paying my bills for a few months in exchange for hanging out with him and sending him nudes. I never had sex with him or even kissed him. I did tell him that eventually I would have sex with him, but I wanted to get to know him better. I'm a lesbian and had no intention of ever sleeping with him. I love lesbians who know how to make a buck. After a few months...
Because usually they don't, but this one does.
Okay, you're thinking of the Portland ones. After a few months, he didn't want to wait anymore, so I blocked him on everything and never saw him again.
He didn't want to wait anymore, so he me.
Okay. I used... Honestly, it's been a minute since we've heard a
story.
I know.
Why don't we...
Next prompt. My favorite and why.
Lee's got a couple of those.
Sorry. That was wrong. All right, and we'll clip that up. All right, I use that move a lot with men I meet on seeking arrangements. I also quit a job once after a month by just not calling out because I relapsed and was so riddled with shame the next day I couldn't show my face to anyone. I've quit way too many jobs by just not showing up anymore because I was too drunk, high, hungover to go to work, and I would always find a new bartending gig super fast. Honestly, low-key, one time my bar job wouldn't give me like a Friday off or something. And they would always give all the guys, I was like one of the only girls that worked there, and they would give all the guys whatever days they wanted off, and they would never give it to me. And so then I just didn't show up.
Because they wanted to see them things jiggling at work all the time.
That's true. It looks like they had a jigless Friday. Okay. I've even managed to get rehired at the same bar a few times after just leaving everyone hanging like an asshole.
That's funny.
That's crazy. I have a good resume and I'm really good at what I do when I'm not being a drunk piece of shit. I'm sober now. Hey, congrats. So those days are behind me. Been listening to the pod since the very beginning. I've never missed an episode. I'm sorry. And I recently started paying for Patreon, so I got to binge all of the episodes for a couple weeks, and it's amazing. Gabby has replied to a few of my comments on Instagram, and I'm so delusional, I always show my wife and say, look, babe, we're literally friends.
No, because we are.
I'm the biggest diehard Tea Time fan. I look forward to new episodes every week, and I fall asleep to old episodes every night. Probably not the healthiest bedtime stories to snooze to, but I often find comfort in the whimsically deranged chaos of this podcast. Thanks for reading. Thank you both for being so hot and funny. P.S. I recently come to the realization that all of my favorite pods have something in common, and it's PP Lee. Aw.
Oh, really?
That's really cute. That's really cute. Lee is very good at what he does, and I'm never saying a nice thing again. Love you all so much.
Thank you.
There's two long stories left. There's dirty churches. They both look good. Dirty churches filled with ghosts. Okay. And then Old Navy.
Old Navy. I want to read the ghost story.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You're going to read Dirty Churches Filled with Ghosts.
You got that right. Okay. Dirty churches filled with ghosts. Hey, honks. My grandma cleaned her church and another church down the street from her home when I was in middle school, high school. I'd stay with her during the summer, and she asked if I wanted to take over and help her because my oldest cousin, who usually did, was prepping to go to college. I said, of course. My first little job. I'll get $20 after each clean. I can get my J14 Tiger Beat magazines. I know that's right. And fill up on those. And fill up on Dairy Queen and Papa John's. I thought this would be a great summer. Side note, my grandparents live in the country, not too far from Greensboro, North Carolina. There's not too much talk about ghosts and just paranormal events in the South. There's not too much talk about ghosts and just paranormal events in the South. And if it is, it's something to joke about. However, I've always been open to the idea that life does not start and stop at human beings. I do agree with that. We're at my grandma's church. I'm cleaning the inside. She's cleaning the outside. There was a very old piano in the far corner of the church's kitchen that my cousins and I would play on. But it was pointless because the keys would literally pop up and come loose, or there was no sound when pressing on most of the keys. So tell me why on my first day I heard the piano playing? Ooh, fuck that. I'm on the other side of the kitchen in front of the table. It's a dark little corner, but I can clearly hear it being played, and I'm staring right at it while it's being played. Fuck no. Blessed Assurance. Blessed Assurance is playing perfectly and beautiful on this old-ass piano that is about to collapse at any second. It's so old. A millisecond of me realizing this is happening. A millisecond of me needing to find the nearest exit and never come back in here. I remember sprinting outside, almost screaming. My grandma was right outside, looking up at me, then going back to what she was doing. Not that. Not you running outside screaming and your grandma just being like, shut up.
Just like not even phased.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. You want to make your 20
maybe
bucks?
the grandma can sense it and she's like, they're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, again, after everything she's lived through, she's like, I can't be fucked with this.
Literally, she's too old. She told me not to run in the church and wasn't concerned about why I was running. That's so old person.
Yeah.
I was so terrified that I asked if I could just clean up outside for the rest of the day. She didn't question me and said that was fine. Mm-hmm. She went inside and cleaned. We were there for about another hour. I'm sorry. I'm screaming at her, not being fazed that you ran out of the church screaming.
I know. She's just having an awakening.
She walked out and told me that we were done for the day and thanked me for helping. I wanted so badly to tell her what happened, but I knew that she would have just thought I was crazy. I eventually told her later that day that I didn't want to help clean anymore and that I was going to help my grandfather with his construction business. And then she does that and there's a piano and it starts playing by itself at the construction site. Mm-hmm. She didn't think anything of it and asked one of my other cousins. I just never set foot in that church's kitchen ever again, and I'm 28 and this event happened when I was 14. There's also a graveyard literally directly across the street from my grandma's church. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I worked that job for a day and quit. Love y'all. Story 5, Old Navy.
This is our final story. I'm glad that she got out, though, because I can't stand when there's ghost stories. And then I just kept going back and back and back. It's like, no. We need to run away. But okay. Old Navy. Back in 2014, I was living in a perpetual crash out. I had gotten sick, better now, lost my job, moved away from friends, overall not thriving. Money was becoming stressful, and I was desperate for a paycheck. After what felt like endless job interviews that led nowhere, I decided I needed to step up my game by going to Old Navy to purchase some fresh interview-style clothing. I was alone, shopping around the store, when the store manager approached me. Okay, it's giving Delia's. I clocked him to be in his 40s, tall, white, basically looked like an Old Navy dad model, 100% punchable face. He was very preppy and full of dorky energy in himself. Yuck. He started chatting me up about what I was shopping for, and I replied with something short about needing new clothes for an interview. His eyes bugged out of his skull, to which this is so dork, to which he informed me that the store was hiring. He very heavily pressured me to fill out a job application online, to which I did out of absolute desperation, multiple interviews with no callbacks and self-hatred. I was hired immediately. I started a few days later. The Old Navy is in a giant boat marina parking lot, a perfect place to park and smoke a bowl, to which I did before clocking in for my first day.
Not the first day bowl.
Yeah, and you got to light it up. I needed to numb the pain of needing this job. I forgot to put in eye drops before going inside, which usually is not a problem, but it was today, all caps. The manager clocked me like a human clock. Striking 12. Immediately started telling me about how red his friends' eyes get when they smoke weed, blah, blah, blah. Usually getting clocked, especially in a professional setting, would have sent me into a blackout of anxiety panic. However, I just simply was so unimpressed by him, the job, and tasks at hand that I did not care. I did not give one single fuck. You are so me. I would be like desperate for a job, get hired, and be like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the beauty of life.
What do you smell? Weed on me too? Yeah. I just smoked a bowl in the fucking parking lot.
Oh, and what's that? You don't smell the alcohol? Because I just did 2 airplane bottles of Fireball. What now?
Oh, there's a syringe hanging out of my arm? Yeah. I'm addicted to heroin. This is Old fucking Navy, okay?
Oh, what's that? My tits hanging out and it looks mangled? Okay. Well, how do you think I got the syringe? I had to fight. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Wait, what the hell?
Because you had to fight a bum for it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I did not give
I got my tit ripped off by a bum who wanted my heroin needle. Where is he now? Jacking off behind the Old Navy with half my tit. Okay, what do you want?
And I covered him in one of our fall trench coats. Old Navy, $29.99. Old Navy. Wait, lean back. Okay. I did not give one single fuck. Like went back outside on my 10-minute break to smoke even more.
I know that's
At this point in the story, you are now assuming I quit because of the weed thing. No. I am now sitting in the back room at the break table with 3 other employees, doing the awkward get to know you small talk. I hate that. Fleetwood Mac Dreams comes on the music shuffle in the store.
So why did you want to work at Old Navy?
How long have you been here? A year? I love it.
So every Wednesday night we go out after our shifts are done and we go over to the Cabo Cantina across the street and we all get margs.
Oh my God. And you're going to love Daniel. He's such a cool manager. But the only thing he hates is like when you misfold the sweaters.
But it's okay. He'll forgive you a couple of times.
No, trust me. Like, yeah, I used to get written up, but now like we're like this. Like we're like this.
People are intimidated by him a little bit in the beginning, but it's fine. Anyway, sometimes he will come to us at the Cabo Cantina and he gets a little drunk and he gets a little handsy and he does get a little bit handsy. And he does get a little bit handsy.
But honestly, it's way better than our last manager, Patricia, because she would get so angry.
And it's crazy because Patricia's actually his wife. And
she works at Jamba Juice now, which is also down the way. We get 50% off, but don't take advantage of it.
And yeah, sometimes at the comments.
Okay, go.
No. And then you realize that one of them is like also wasted on the break. And she's like, and sometimes, yeah. Oh, what's up, Daniel's taking the broom closet?
I don't know. Do they do that in retail?
Navy? Suck dick in the broom closet?
Because that is so restaurant coded. Everyone's sucking each other's dicks.
No, it is restaurant coded.
I one time jerked off one of my coworkers during a brunch shift. Didn't even kiss. There was like no emotion behind my eyes.
Wait, like on the floor? Like
in the bathroom. In the women's bathroom in the handicap stall.
Not the handicap stall.
Yeah.
Somebody could have needed that.
I know.
Somebody
could have needed that.
Some one-armed person really could have used that stall, and you were in there jerking some some guy off, some fucking loser off.
Well,
whatever.
He was the head bartender. So you do the math. And because of that, we get free Bellinis. Okay, and that's actually true. Okay,
what's a Bellini?
I hate that I know this. It's essentially like a fucking mimosa, except like, I don't know, like prickly pear juice or guava and Prosecco.
Yeah, that's definitely giving Bellini. When I worked at Cafe Gratitude.
Who's this character? Who's this character we have going on here?
I have cramps.
Okay, I don't care. Anyway.
No, hold on. When I worked at Cafe Gratitude, me and my old coworker, Brigitte. Hey. Don't be named Brigitte. What the hell is that?
Okay, girl. Okay, what's up?
We used to put white wine and spritzer water in
coffee cups.
No, to-go cups.
Mm-hmm.
Take an Adderall.
Good story.
I'm really happy that you interrupted. Like I was going to go back to the story. And you go, no, wait. I have a banger.
Yeah, it's my own
banger. Don't be named Brigitte. And drink on the job. And take Adderall.
It's giving Bellini.
And then do nothing.
Now I'm seeing why Lee yelled at you. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. That's crazy. Okay. The manager then makes some comment about how cool the Dixie Chicks are. And I actually lost my fucking mind. Dude, this is Fleetwood Mac. What the fuck? Okay. Now you're getting mad at him for that. I walked out and left.
not that being the final straw.
That's really funny. A guy quit like this when I started making fun of him because Imagine Dragons came on at the same restaurant that I did the brunch shift jerk off. And he started singing along to it. And I go, you like Imagine Dragons? And then it was so like 80s bully. It wasn't even like witty or anything. I go, oh, you guys. I don't even remember his name, whatever. I'm like, oh, so likes fucking Imagine Dragons. And everyone's like, ew. And then he was like, fuck you guys. And then he just walked out, grabbed his stuff and just did not come back. And I was like, okay. Didn't know it was going to affect you like that.
That was his last straw.
I said, stop flirting.
Nothing is like working in a damn restaurant. Nothing is like your relationship with your coworkers. You hate them all, but it's like you spend so much time together. But that's all you can do. That's your whole life.
I mean, we've said it here before. We'll say it again. Working in restaurants is harder than being in the military. I will never tolerate a lot of workplace abuse and unhappiness for money, but I will never work for a man that doesn't know Fleetwood Mac. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, Lee.
XO, thank you all for what you do. Well, what we do is
I once told a friend that I am not a big fan of Fleetwood Mac and can't really tolerate Stevie Nicks, and she started flipping out at me and telling me that I hate women.
I didn't know people felt so strongly about Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. No, Stevie Nicks.
Like, they're
people,
good,
like
but...
these witchy. I'm like a witch. These girls.
It's enough with the witches.
Yeah,
I'm so done with the witch women. It's like you're not. Like and I know it's really gonna piss people off. And they're gonna be like, I am. And it's like
cast spells. And I'm like,
I have no comment.
You're not. You want to know what you want to know what they are. They would have been fucking burned at the damn stake during. What was it?
You want to know
Salem witch trials.
We would have been burned at the stake because we're so fucking loud.
I was burned at the stake, according to my past life regression guy who said I was burned at the damn stake.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, probably because I was mouthing off.
All right, you guys. So our next prompt is actually going to be something that was chosen off of Patreon. We put a poll in there, and you guys all voted on what's one opinion of yours that has completely changed.
So that will be next week's prompt. What is one opinion of yours that has changed?
And email us your stories at teatimestories42069@gmail.com.
Yep. All right, you guys. Thank you. See you next episode.
You were the brave one. You were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And we all ought to die someday, someday. Well, you were the brave one. Yeah, you were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And probably not from smoking one of your cigarettes.